Hello, I'm Tam, the TamBoTC channel, and this is not a versus video, but it is one I want to discuss because I beat Morrowind recently, and I'm almost done with the Tribunal DLC expansion in that game, as well as I just started the Blood Moon expansion. I'm going to be doing all the guild side quests and stuff, but I want to talk about each of these games and title the video. I didn't know how to title this video, but I think I have my title now. Skyrim was the one I was having the most confusion, but I wanted to say Morrowind is the smartest, Oblivion is the silliest. Why my mount's in the way of the door, the gateway or whatever. And Skyrim is the theatrical epic. And what I mean by that is it's very cinematic in how it plays out, its sequences and stuff. It's very theatrical. Even the music is big and booming. Each of those theme songs of each Elder Scrolls game tells you what you're getting into. You got the big, epic, booming, theatrical fantasy feeling, adventurous fantasy feeling, or whatever of Skyrim. I couldn't explain it as adventurous, as all of them have adventurous vibes to them in different ways. So, yeah. So I couldn't call it Skyrim the Adventurous or Skyrim the Cinematic or anything. It's only got so few cinematics anyways, they all kind of do. They're all kind of even in that way. But it's the one that feels like a theatrical epic though. And at times at least, mostly. Also the graphics and stuff help too. But yeah, like, I think that Morrowind, after I beat Morrowind, I really loved Morrowind, playing it again. I don't remember if I completed the story back in the day, because I was mostly too young to really care, and I probably fooled around mostly. But after finally beating it, beating Dagother, meeting Vivek and all that, and doing the expansion stuff, I really liked the game. I even find myself still playing it here and there. I love that you can walk on water. Oblivion does have that too, but I also love that you can Oblivion also has kind of the thief stuff where you can shoot moss on the ground and stuff, or ropes to climb up somewhere. But yeah, there's cool stuff in each of the games that I think they all do good. I think that Morrowind is really good. It kind of makes me appreciate ESO a little more, because even though ESO is very repetitive, ironically, the complaints people have with Skyrim being repetitive and such, I honestly think Morrowind's the most repetitive in its quests and structure and stuff. I mean, you couldn't blame it because of the time period, but I would say similar things for the other Elder Scrolls too. It's just ironic that it's the most repetitive in my thoughts. It's a great game though, because its writing is really smart. It is well written. It is the smartest of the games in its writing. I do think the other two games have smart writing, but I do say that Oblivion gets in the way with its silliness sometimes, and the writing can kind of suffer, especially in some of the character dialogue. Which is silly. It's the silliest and most over-the-top, saturated, colorful one. And yeah, like I love the writing. You're gonna probably the game, like, those are older games where like fast travel didn't have the stuff it does nowadays, as well as it gives you directions to where you need to figure out to go. You still have a similar things that you can do in Skyrim, as well as they have the carriage system and stuff, so it's a balance of the good of both worlds. But yeah, and you can play whatever way you want. But yeah, Morrowind is really smart in its writing, and I think what you read is more remembered by the player than what is said to you by voice acting. So that is a benefit in a way. I'm not going to take my mount with me. I'm just gonna go on my own with my millions of companions. I gotta continue that series, by the way. Oh, that's a cultist. Don't worry about that, Fandal.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Me,
What are you
bastard.
for?
What?
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Oh god damn
Then I
it.
took an arrow in the knee.
Yeah, of course you did. Anyways. God damn it. Um, but yeah, there's things each game does better than the other, or worse than the other even. And they all kind of even out in different ways, in my opinion. I don't know if I can say one is better than the others. Honestly, they're all kind of better than one another in different ways. Um, but yeah, their pros and cons their pros outmatch their cons, but also they each have very similar amount of pros and cons to one another too. So yeah, as well as other things I talked about, for example, with the time period that Skyrim was born in, basically, with a previous video I even talked about. But yeah, Skyrim is is best described as theatrical epic. It gets very epic and ridiculous, but in a good way. It's very grounded while also being really creative and cool. How are you fighting? Oh, wolf. Okay. I hear a dragon flying around. Oh, there it is. It's an elder dragon. He's already being pummeled to death. Jeez. Oh. Okay. They absolutely annihilated him as soon as he came down. Holy frick. Let's take these. Give me those. There we go. I'm not taking that mace. Frick you. Anyways, frickin' Oblivion's a really silly game, especially with its combat. It looks like you're just flailing your weapon around like crazy. It's kind of like Half-Life 1's frickin' crowbar going as so quickly, but in real life, honestly, you wouldn't be able to hit things with your crowbar that quick. Those things are heavy. So it's just kind of ridiculous looking. And like Skyrim is more weighty and stuff. But I know some people don't really care for that. But I don't mind it. I think the gameplay is pretty good. It's fun. You feel how weighty it is, the weight to it, and it gives you a plethora of options on how you can play. I do miss flying as well as walking on water that the previous two Elder Scrolls games gave you, but I still like what they gave you with this, and hopefully in the future they give us those abilities again. That would be cool. Um, Morrowind actually has underwater combat too. Like the other games, I think kind of ditched that afterwards. It's like you can't really fight underwater, so that's kind of cool. Um, I always felt like too the level scaling with enemies in Oblivion was pretty terrible compared to the other two games. The other two games did a pretty good job. Um, I thought each game has creepy ass dungeons where the dungeons, while they are creepy as hell and such, and have their scary moments in Oblivion, they do start to recycle the same dungeons. I even felt like the creature designs were very samey and generic, in my opinion, after a while. Like, a lot of them felt like they came from more generic fantasies and stuff. You got the typical goblins, zombies, and their designs too. The rats of unusual size. And while the other games have these, they have more creative creatures, or at least creative ways to design those creatures and how they look. So even when you've seen giants and zombies done before, I think the Draugr and giant take and such that Skyrim has is actually really unique looking and designed. And I love it. And it's also got the best customization and designed characters and races that you can play as. But yeah, I really love that. Hello? Hi.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
I also find that both Skyrim and all the games have interactive, interesting NPCs, though obviously Skyrim and Oblivion are the best with their kind of day-night cycle and how characters do go to bed or shop at a store and eat or something, or have conversations with one another. This stuff still happens in Skyrim, definitely. but you will notice it quite a bit just because of how silly and ridiculous the conversations are and how often they can happen in Oblivion is a bit ridiculous. That game's just got so many silly moments. So does Skyrim and such, but yeah, it's clearly the silliest of the three.
Are you feeling all right, dear?
Even if down to its design. I also felt like even the music reflecting while the theme song is great, it felt somewhat generic medieval fantasy. Even having minotaurs being like, what's Greek mythology creatures? Even that spider lady that reminds me of a Dungeons and Dragons villain. What was that? I frickin' Lothdel, the Spider Queen or something? I can't remember her name. But she was in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon show I remember before Jared talking about. But yeah, it feels like they ripped most of their monsters and stuff from other places, and it just doesn't feel as creative as the stuff we see in Morrowind and Skyrim. Especially Morrowind. Morrowind's got some creative locales and stuff. There's a lot of variety to... I actually feel like the variety stands out more, while there are some great cities in all three of the games, and though there is sameness to some of the cities and confusion to, like, say, Vivek City and stuff, they're still really good in Morrowind. I still really like them, and they stand out amongst one another for different reasons. Skyrim has very memorable store owners and cities, and yeah, as well as companions. The whole companion system works really well in Skyrim, and the stuff they're able to innovate on, as well as building your house and stuff. There were also building mechanics in Morrowind, surprisingly too. I can kind of see Morrowind as the starting point for what later Bethesda games would do. So they're kind of still taking inspiration from Morrowind in a way. Because I think depending on the house you can choose, you can build an entire fortress, help them build a new fortress somewhere, as well as there is, even on Blood Moon, you can build Raven Rock, which is pretty cool. I can see where those elements came from. Of course, they're at their least creatively balanced of the bunch in that game, but still, you can see the first footsteps for that type of gameplay element that later Bethesda games would take on.
The Emperor of Skyrim, dead. These are dark times, my friend. Dark times indeed.
Thank you.
I can barely tolerate our presence on Earth.
But yeah, excellent frickin' games in general. I had a lot of fun. I think it feels really impactful when you finally get to meet characters like Vivek and Almalexia and stuff, and Dagothar. It's really cool, and I love the story and lore. It's so in-depth, even psychedelic when you get into like the stuff behind Dagoth and the Tribunal. It's freaking amazing, some of the lore they built from that game. But yeah, each game has their pros and cons, and there's a lot of really good things to come out of each of them. From random encounters, I think Skyrim obviously does the best random encounters. It's also the best design in the places. I do like that there are spears, even though stabs are used like beating sticks for some reason. I like that there's spears and different layers to your armor, as well as certain races can't wear certain pieces of armor in Morrowind. There's just a lot of cool things, and I was satisfied with the armor designs in both Morrowind and Skyrim, where they look the best. Even with the outdated older graphics and gameplay, like even the gameplay was affected in positive ways. Like originally you would be bored with a Morrowind because you have to manage your stamina and you walk really slow everywhere and stuff. You can't really fast travel and all that, and you have to follow instructions. But it gets really easy after a while, and you do have the internet to help you kind of find your directions and ways to certain places if you need to. So it does make the game way more bearable and more fun today. And I found myself getting lost in Morrowind again. Morrowind and Skyrim are honestly my two favorite games of the franchise, but I think I spend most of my time with Skyrim. But Morrowind is definitely really good, and I can see if you love Oblivion even. Though, once again, another thing that turns me off from Oblivion, I don't like its guild, here's the thing with the guilds, I gotta say real quick. I think each of the games do pretty good with their Daedric quests. I do agree if you like the Daedric quests the best, or are the best, in Oblivion, I will agree with that. I do love the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild as well in Oblivion, but here's the reason why. So, because while I remember straight up Irish said the Mages Guild was the best, I don't agree with that in Oblivion. While the reward at the end is pretty cool, it's honestly the most forgettable and the one that's the most chore related. Like, because it throws so many different guild areas at you that you have to go to progress the story and characters and stuff. There's so many characters they throw at you, so you don't have staying power with many of them. They're not as memorable because they throw so many at you. Same with Morrowind. But like, there's impact to Morrowind because they actually will be mad at you for taking their place sometimes, and they will straight up be like, "No, I want power instead. You have to become the new ruler, but you have to fight for it of this guild." And it feels really rewarding, and it's a memorable segment. You don't really have something like that in Oblivion, as well as because it throws so many characters, and even the Mages Guild doesn't have ways to purposefully make you utilize magic except for one bullcrap puzzle later on, and it sucks, honestly. Where Skyrim, while its questline is short and it's and so on, it does have memorable, great characters, companions, and I found the questline memorable along with the villain, and it actually makes you utilize magic too within the story. Oh great, what is this?
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mud. Why? What are you gonna do? Cry? I don't have to take that from you. Come
here. Get up! Now you take that, bitch. Excuse the language, a bitch. Whoops, there I go again. I don't know what accent I'm doing. I think I am French. I'm Bruce Campbell from Spider-Man 3. I am French. Bitch. Anyways, what was I talking about? But yeah, I found that because Oblivion didn't really rely on helping you to teach you or make you utilize magic more, it kind of felt like the Mages Guild was just kind of there in Oblivion. You didn't really use magic much, and it didn't have missions revolved around that or whatever, where Skyrim did. Even Morrowind, it's like you kind of do at times, as well as you find magic actually really fun in that, where magic kind of looks goofy, and how to utilize it in Oblivion, as well as bow and arrow combat's not that fun either, where it's made much better in Skyrim. And I found that while there are cool things with the arrows, as well as I love poisoning people in that game, that's pretty funny, I do think that they needed more, and that's why the Thieves and Dark Brotherhood are much better, because they actually have a focus on specific characters and stuff, and that's pretty cool. I like that. If the fighters and Mages Guild were like that, they wouldn't have the kind of problems that I just talked about, with like so many characters they throw at you, as well as not utilizing the Mages Guild. Technically, the Fighters Guild is better because you're actually fighting. You're actually utilizing what the Fighters Guild is about. With the Mages Guild, not so much, purposely. You have to kind of choose to do that if you want to be a mage or whatever. Yeah, and while the skill tree as well as the skill system and such is better in the previous two games, it's not bad in Skyrim. It still functions the way it is, but I think Oblivion, because of the level scaling of enemies, does make you feel like that while the leveling system is great in Oblivion and how that works, it is kind of let down by the level scaling of the world itself and the enemies within it. Probably gonna fight this dragon. Oh my my gosh, they're freaking hitting him so hard. Oh, he's got a name. I think he's dead, actually. Oh, yep, he's dead. My freaking goodness, guys, calm down. He's got a name, actually. I didn't know some of them could have that. Can I take all? Let's take all. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she's got a name. His name's Voljotnok. That's crazy. What are you looking at? But yeah, like, I think, and like in Morrowind, they actually require you to level up your how much magicka you have and how much intelligence and what was the other? I can't remember what the other one was called. Intelligence and willpower, I think, something like that. It's that you need to level up as you go, and yeah, like especially resting out of bed, you can level up resting out of bed. But yeah, you actually have to level up your magicka and stuff, and you find yourself probably using magic more often in Morrowind and Skyrim even. I find myself using magic more in both. Hell, my companions are using magic right now. All of them, jeez. So many of them. I can't wait to continue this series, I should. Because I got other things I gotta do to progress this storyline. Why are you angry looking, Dirkethis? What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
Ours is to
There we
follow,
go.
friend.
See, now you got a happy face on. You're no longer
May
angry.
the Hist guide us.
That's another thing you can, like, there's emotions that characters will show. I hate the minigame in Oblivion. It's stupid. But I like that each of them have a different way of showing the emotions in which characters feel towards you. Whether through facial expressions or something else in general. Or a dumbass minigame. Yeah, I personally prefer Morrowind, and I play Morrowind and Skyrim the most of the three. But I don't think Oblivion's a bad game. I just felt like it was always kind of medieval generic nonsense, same with its generic ass enemy types and stuff. It just kind of felt like enemies I've seen done better in other games, or that other games have more unique enemies and variety to areas. Like here, you got this frickin' field, grassy field. There's forests in this game, as well as there's even the golden-looking forests and stuff that Riften has around it. There's snowy areas, of course, a swamp, and what was the like? In Morrowind, you have like the tree, you have forest and grassy areas, but you also got stuff like mushroom tree areas or lava filled areas with black stone and rock and stuff. What the hell am I looking at here? Who are you guys? Oh, what the hell? Why is one of you wearing full glass armor? Hello?
Move along.
Who are you?
I am a Thormore Justiciar on important business.
What is with the makeup around your eyes?
We are special envoys of the Aldmeri Dominion, the rightful rulers of Tamriel. If you'd like, I can show you why. If you're smart, you'll walk away. Walk away, now. That we are superior to men is an established fact. For example, take this belief in Talos, the ninth divine. Certainly you don't believe such things. Or perhaps there's something you'd like to confess.
See, here's an interaction that anyone I want. Raid silent. You got me. I believe in Talos.
And so you will die a heretic's death.
Not if my companions have something to say about it. Did she just go flying? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh! Oh, frick! Oh no! I could take your stuff for selling gold. Oh, what the hell? There's another random encounter in the middle of the road. Let's check out this, she's naked, don't mind that. Hello. Oh, it's a drug dealer. Oh, they got a interesting gauntlet. What? Don't fight amongst each other, goddammit. Calm down. Stop fighting amongst each other. You're scaring them. You're scaring them off. Okay. Hey, excuse me.
You look weary. I have something to help you relax. If you're interested, find a skooma, the sweetest
Drug dealer.
sugar at a fair.
Here comes my goblin, by the way. Doesn't seem legal.
A snitch, huh? Can't have you running to any guards now, can I?
Look how uniquely designed she is, too. Like, they designed her with 2 different eye types, a scar, and that hair and such. That's interesting. They actually try with the... I'm definitely not taking your drugs. We're still fighting. By the way, giant hammers now are a thing. I don't know if you noticed that on 2 of mine. Here's Eric the Slayer. He's starting a Slayer with that. And this is Mule the Lioness. So yeah, they're using that stuff. I think the companions I have right now, by the way, are unkillable. Because I've had other companions in the past who got killed, sadly. I even made a video of me being sad about one of them dying. As well as you watch my Temerian series. But these guys, they'll fight each other or get into fights, and they'll pretty much never die. I know that Derkeithus should die, as well as I'm pretty sure I've seen Carjo and some of these other characters die before. I know I've seen them die before, and that's another thing I like about this game, is that there's actual killable NPCs as well as invincible ones. It's kind of like they borrowed from both Fallout 3 and New Vegas in a way. That element of those elements of the game. So you're probably going to have feelings and feel sad when one of your favorite companions die off. So yeah, I always like that when they give that kind of stuff in a game. Let's keep going. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time with Morrowind. I wanted to talk about Morrowind. While its quests were very samey and it has that repetitive nature to it, which ESO also does, it honestly felt very rewarding when you finally got to meet Vivek and stuff, where you kind of instantly meet Vivek when you get the Morrowind expansion stuff, which is kind of goofy, honestly. It's like, oh, why can't we build up to meeting Vivek? That's kind of lame. It felt so rewarding and cool when you finally got to meet Vivek. And there are some really cool structured quests and stuff within Morrowind that I'm impressed with. Ow. Heck. Oh, frick! At least they can't hurt me that badly at this level. But goddamn, Sabretooth scare the crap out of me. Oh, now they're attacking the elemental dude that my goblin summoned. Great. Wait, are they attacking? What are they attacking? Oh. Eric the Slayer is getting mad at this person. Go in for the kill! Beat him up! Oh, now they're fighting each other. Fight! Come on, mule. Oh, no, she's pulling out her fist. She's like, I don't need a giant's hammer for you. Get him! Get him! Get Eric! Kick their ass, Eric. There's some really difficult NPCs, by the way, in the frickin' Tribunal DLC. That frickin' elf dude, frick that dude. He's killed me many a times trying to kill him. I love that the Tribunal gives you little pets, too. That's pretty funny. I love the little carrying bag rat that it gives you. That's funny. But yeah, there are companions in the games. They just don't function entirely similarly to what Skyrim and such were able to manage, as well as Oblivion. But Skyrim's definitely got way better companions of the bunch, so I gotta give it that. You're gonna actually remember and love the companions of this game, as well as the variety of companions and marriage partners you can have in general. Oh, it's this dude. Hello? Oh, and I see another dragon in the background. Hello.
Hello there, fellow traveler.
Can I make a
For a
request
generous fellow traveler.
before I end this video?
Of course. What would you like to
But yeah, I don't know if I could say what my favorite is, but I am slightly, let's do the funny one that, Juve did.
Somebody help.
Oh, don't worry about them. They're just fighting amongst each other. Sing my song. I paid 25 gold. I paid my 25 gold. Will you guys stop it? Stop beating each other up. Ilya, you're cheating and using a knife. They're just fist fighting you. Use your fists. Fight like a woman. Anyways, I hope. Oh, never mind. Oh, there goes Eric.
Smell that fresh air? Truly, this is a good place to play a song.
Pay the song that I paid 25 gold for then, you bastard. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This guy's an asshole and cheated me out of my money. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys again in a later video. But yeah, know that I finally beat Morrowind. I finally got to play the Dead Space remake as well, and I absolutely loved my time with both games. I'm still playing Morrowind from time to time too. Like I'm trying to do the other quests within the other guilds, as well as I'm trying to do the Blood Moon DLC now, or expansion. I think it's called an expansion, but whatever. Excuse me. We're used to the term DLC nowadays, sadly, but it's more of an expansion. It's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Skyrim, going to Solstheim at the time. It's cool that you can build Raven Rock. I like that. It doesn't look like the same Raven Rock we know from Skyrim, but still. I still love it. I think you even can build your own place too, which is pretty awesome. I like that. But you have an awesome day nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.